Hi guys, welcome again. So today we'll be making another type of hair shampoo. So this one is a clarifying shampoo as well, but with a sulfate. Okay. Like I said in the introduction video, not all synthetic products are harmful. Not all sulfate ingredients or sulfate shampoos are harmful. It's just that how the formulator, how he or she combines other ingredients with that sulfate surfactant matters, because you need to bring the surfactant to the mild form. If it's in the mild form, it won't cause any harm to the hair. Okay, and not all sulfate surfactants are very harmful. Like for example, today we'll be using sodium lauryl ether sulfate. This is a mild sulfate surfactant, so it does not cause any harm to the to our hair. Okay, so we shouldn't believe all the misconception that is going on internet, that all sulfate shampoo are harmful. No, it's not all sulfate shampoos that are harmful. So we have this one, we call, the short name is called SLES, so I will be using the word SLES a lot. So I'm using the 25% format, okay, because there is 70% on. So today I'll be using 25%. So let me say a brief introduction about our formula, but before that, this is what we'll be making. This is our final product. Okay, what it will look like, and then I'll go ahead and explain to you what I'm combining this SLES with to make it more mild to the end users. Okay, so here we have our formula. We have our A part, our B part, and our C part. Okay, so it's also a formula that we can also do or a formulation we can also do in cold process or in a heat process, because everything we are using is liquid. So we can decide to heat up the A, we can decide to heat up the B, but your C, you'd never heat it up. So and then we combine them. Okay, so that's what we do. So why do we have EDTA? EDTA is a chelating agent to stabilize the anionic ingredients in our formulation, because our SLES 25% is an anionic surfactant. So for it to be able to work with our other ingredients like decyl glucoside, cocoa glucoside, and PEG7, we need EDTA, okay, or disodium EDTA, to be able to keep all the ions in the formulation, to balance them, so that our formulation can last longer without having any issue. Okay, so that's the purpose. So here the islet, I'm combining it with decyl glucoside. Decyl glucoside is a non-ionic surfactant which is very mild. So, and cocoa bentane or cocamidopropylbentane is also a mild surfactant, and PEG7, these are mild, very gentle surfactants. So they will bring, in any way maybe SLES 25 is harsh, they will bring the harshness down to mild form. And I'm also adding a protein. This protein also brings the harshness of SLES 25% down. So at the end of the day, when we finish making this product, we will see with all these other gentle ingredients we've added to this formulation or solution, we see that everything comes down to be in gentle form. It won't be as harsh as we expect it to be, or we know SLES sulfate product to be. Okay, so this will give us a mild shampoo, clarifying shampoo that we can use on our hair. Okay, to cleanse off. Remember, clarifying means to remove all the oils, all the dirt, all those kind of things, dandruff, impurities in our hair. Okay, so we'll be able to use it just like the way we use the natural ones. Okay, so I've already pre-measured all my products. The A, both of them are here. The B's, they are all here. Okay, our fragrance. Why do I put my fragrance first? Because I want the oil to combine well with the surfactant so that it doesn't expose itself at the end. We can as well add it here, but if we are heating it up in any way, you need to bring your fragrance down to C. But this is a cold process, so I don't need to do that. And then the preservative I've chosen also is a natural form here. Okay, we can decide to use a non-natural preservative here because our claim is not saying it's natural or it's sulfate free. No, or not all sulfate free shampoo are actually natural, but our claim doesn't say it's natural. Okay, so you can decide to use a synthetic form of preservative here. So we go ahead and combine our B to our A. Just be patient, it will come out nice now. So if you want to speed up this process of mixing that is so long, you can heat it up, because when you heat the surfactant, they become more slurry, like more liquid form, and then they come into the water so quick, like they combine into the water so quickly and everything. But I've decided to do it the opposite in the code format, method format I mean. And you want to stir gently so that you can reduce the amount of bubbles, the bubbles that form, so that you can use the product as soon as you finish making them. And if you use the heat method, don't cover it when you finish making it. You need to let it sit and set for like at least 8 hours. And then if you make very big batch, maybe like 2 liter, then you need to let it sit for like at least 12 hours before you start packing it into your package or your pump bottle. Okay, so you see everything is completely dissolved here. Okay, but you see that it's not as thick as I have this one. So with this one we can use salt to thicken it. Unlike previously we used xanthan gum, this one we can use salt. Why do we use salt? Because our sodium lauryl ether sulfate is salt liking. Okay, so that can make the formulation to thicken up. Okay, so before we use salt and all those things, we're going to add our pH, our preservative I mean. So I need 1 gram of preservative. Okay, that's 1 gram. My fragrance is already in. I'm using the fragrance lavender. You can use any one you want. You can as well use what do you call it, essential oils. Okay, but be careful, don't put too much. Our advice, don't put more than 1% or 1.1% of essential oil. And when you are buying your essential oil, you need to ask your supplier the percentage usage guide of that essential oil, because essential oil are 100% oil, so they kind of have this high risk impact on people, so people react to them easily. So what I will do now, I'll go ahead and add a little bit of salt to thicken it, to bring the viscosity to the level which I want. So I'll be adding a little bit of salt now. So normally you want to add salt at increment of 0.3 to 0.5 percent. Okay, you don't just want to add salt, you need to calculate it. Once you see that your product needs salt, you need to calculate using that method. And another thing you can do is, if you don't want to use the salt stuff, you can increase the quantity of your less 25%, or if you use 70%. Why I don't really fancy the 70% is the dissolving like process is too long. That's why I don't really use it, because it's too thick. Although if you use it on the heat, it gets to dissolve, but it takes time. But that is more of quality. You get more foamy effect with that one. Okay, so my thickness, my viscosity is increasing now. Okay, so it takes time, but you need to be patient. Like I said, if you don't want to really use salt, because for example this one I made here, I didn't use salt, or because I increased the percentage of my slash 25%, and it came out thick straight away. Okay, so you can increase your slash 25%. 25% is not the quantity the percentage you are using. This is just slash. I have mine in big batch here, like in big container here. This is my slash 25%. It's already 25% like this. Okay, the 70% is a paste. Okay, that's how thick it is, but 25% is the liquid form. Okay, when you are buying, so you can buy maybe the 70% or the 25% when you are buying the less. That's sodium lauryl ether sulfate. Okay, but when you are using it in your formulation, it's another percentage entirely, not the 25%. So like currently this formulation now, I use it at 28%. Okay, so the one I will put on the description box below, I can put it at 30 or 35, so that the shampoo doesn't require you guys putting salt or whatsoever again, so that it come thick as this format immediately. Okay, so that's the difference with them. So if you reduce the percentage you are using, you will need to use salt at the end, okay, to thicken it up. You see now, you see my viscosity is different now, you see. So next, what I'm going to do now, once I see that I'm satisfied with the viscosity I want, what I will do now is I'll go ahead check my pH. So like I promised, I will do a video on how to check pH. So I'll go ahead and check my pH, and then I'll correct it to the pH of hair, which is around 4.5 to 5.5. Then I will leave it there. Okay, so that will be all for now. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and comment below, and let me know what you think and what must I make again, or any suggestion of anything. Let me know in the description box below. Thank you. Bye. Happy formulating.